What is up, y'all? Welcome back. For today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a couple episodes of One Piece. So the last couple episodes I ended up watching, they were some amazing episodes. Luffy kind of changes the game here in my opinion, because now he was letting real haki flow through him, and because of this, when Luffy and Kaido's attacks collided, it pretty much did the same thing that Roger and Whitebeard's, attacks when they collided, when they weren't even touching each other. Also, Luffy did damage to Kaido without actually touching him, so this kind of changes things a little bit. So if Luffy can keep this up, definitely Kaido is not going to be holding back anymore, because Luffy can do this and it can cause pretty big damage to Kaido. So very excited to see how these next couple episodes go, so let's get started with the reaction and see what One Piece has in store for us. Before I start the reaction, turns out these next two episodes I'm about to watch are going to be filler. Here's the thing, I kind of don't mind it because it does involve Uta and probably even Shanks. I think this is, to kind of like promote or kind of hype you up for Film Red. So I'm kind of down with watching this because I want to see this. So yeah, this is going to be a filler episode, but I am perfectly down for it. Oh, this music. Oh, is this Uta singing? If it's Uta, she has a beautiful voice. I like this song. Dude, this song is a bop. Hopefully they end up releasing this song, because I would be listening to this song like all the damn time. No, I can't get over this song. This song is a banger. This is a good ass song. This song is a banger. For real, they better like release this song, because this sound it goes in. This song goes in. Oh, my girl Uta. Yo, Uta, she looks so cool. Yo, I really hope they make her I want her to be canon. I want her to actually be a canon character. Hopefully she ends up being a canon character, because that would be so sick. She has such a cool design. So I wonder if this is more of going to be like a flashback type of thing, like it maybe like it's going to be, we're going to see like Luffy and Uta kind of like hanging around each other when they were children. Since Film Red, they're kind of going to be around each other in like present time. So this might end up just being like a flashback episode. Oh, it is. This is child Luffy. This is Luffy before his scar. I am for this. And Luffy's sparring with a monkey before he ended up getting his devil fruit power. I don't know, that was a pretty fun spar. To be honest. But look at him, he's still willing to give the monkey half of like the fruits that he ended up getting. Luffy, one of the most kind-hearted characters ever. Oh, Garp. Oh, kind of young Garp. My goodness. Garp ages like a fine wine. That's all I feel about Garp. Garp is so damn sexy. Yo, Shanks' crew, they about to pull up. They about to come to Luffy's village. Ooh, and this is when the story begins. Oh, she calls him Shanks? She doesn't like call him dad or anything. That's interesting. You would think, because like apparently I guess like Uta is Shanks' daughter, unless like she really is just like an adopted daughter or something. But yeah, you would think like she would call Shanks dad or something. So she calls herself Shanks' daughter, but she calls Shanks by his name and not like dad or anything. That's interesting. What, Shanks tricked him? Shanks tricked him. The coin's not under any of them. Shanks tricked him. He tricked him. Okay, that's impressive. That is impressive. Like managing to like sneak the coin into his mouth. That was impressive as hell. Are they gonna sing Bing Sake? Are they gonna sing Bing Sake? Or is it gonna be the song that we heard from Uta before, like beginning of the episode? Which song are they gonna be having her sing? Okay, so this is I guess this is probably gonna be a song we're gonna hear in Film Red. This is probably gonna be a song from Film Red then. I kind of like it already. It just started and I already kind of like it. I like this song. I like this already. I like this song so much. I feel like in Film Red they're gonna have a lot of music, and my gosh, the music that they're gonna have for Film Red, it is going to be a banger. That was a good ass song. That was a good ass song. I love that song. That was good. No, Luffy's gonna sing too. Luffy's gonna sing too. No, not his singing. Not Luffy singing. Damn. Yeah, you really shouldn't underestimate her. She was able to do that. She was able to like keep up with Luffy. That was good. I really want Uta to be like actually in the series. So like her and Luffy can see each other, not just in film red, but like, you know, actually like canon. No, my voice sounded weird. And like actually canon, because I don't know, they seem like they had a really good like friendship with each other. I would love to see her in the series so Luffy and her can like reunite. Man, this music for this episode was so good. Oh my gosh. So that was a pretty decent filler episode. I gotta say that was pretty decent. You know, like the friendship like between like Uta and Luffy, you know, obviously it was kind of like a little bit rocky at first, you know, and everything. But they're slowly starting to become really cool friends with each other. I absolutely love that. Again, I really hope Uta ends up becoming like she actually ends up becoming part of the series as like a canon character, because I feel like with her, like her as a character would fit really well with the story. I honestly really like her already. Also, her relationship with like Shanks, you know how like, you know, she calls Shanks like her dad and everything, but she doesn't call Shanks like dad or like father or anything. She calls him by his first name, so that's pretty interesting. So again, like is Uta like an actual like biological daughter to Shanks, or is like more of like an adopted kind of like daughter type of thing? Either way, I absolutely love their kind of like their dynamics with each other, their relationship with each other. I really like that as well. But yeah, since this is a filler episode, there's not really much to say, so might as well just get started with the next one. I love like their dynamics with each other. Like she acts like an older sister to Luffy. I love it. It's just like so adorable. Oh, which like with this being the time where Shanks is like leaving pretty soon, that means Luffy's gonna end up eating the gum gum fruit. Those mountain bandits come in. Luffy gets captured by the mountain bandits, and the whole thing with like, and then like, you know, Shanks loses his arm afterwards, and then leaves the straw hat to Luffy. So that might, I wonder if we're gonna see that, but with like Uta in the story now. Oh, that's not a rod. That was the Sea King. That was the Sea King that bit Shanks' arm off, and the Sea King that Luffy ended up punching before he left to become a pirate. Dude, this Sea King like always appears in the series. Again, I want Uta to be part of like the series. I want her to be an actual like canon character, since you know they're both talking about wanting to change the world in like different ways. You know, Uta wants to sing and make people happy, and Luffy, you know, he just, you know, with Luffy, like kind of he's going to be changing the world pretty soon, most likely. So they definitely have to meet each other like in the current story, because they're both going to be changing the world. So I need Uta to like be in the series. Wait, oh, they're doing this. They're doing this whole thing different. Yeah, they're doing this whole thing different because it seems like Shanks and his crew are about to leave. Luffy doesn't have that scar, and he probably doesn't. He probably didn't eat the devil fruit yet. So yeah, they're changing this. Oh, okay. And it's so sad seeing Luffy like this. Like he's just like so lonely. Like this is before. Oh wait, that's Shanks. Are they coming back so soon? Right, that's Shanks's. Yeah, that's Shanks's. Like that's Shanks's ship. So wow, they it seemed like they came back pretty fast. Did something happen to Uta? Did something happen to Uta? What's going? Oh my gosh. So this is how like this is why we don't get to see, like we haven't seen Uta until now. Oh okay. Ooh. I know she's in film red and everything, and I don't know what I thought. I thought like something happened to her, like she got sick or something, and so they had to leave her. But it seems like they just ended up leaving her to become a singer. Okay, so she's fine. So this is why. So it seems like at this point, because Uta's not in the story, you know, because Uta's not here, she became a singer. So it seems like now at this point, it's pretty much gonna go the same way that, you know, the beginning of One Piece started. And it's so heartbreaking scenes because, you know, like Luffy really did end up like caring about Uta. And like again, she needs to be in the story. I want her in the story so bad. Okay, so yeah, from what we see, Shanks and his crew are in the newspaper. So there's a place that ended up getting destroyed. So that probably means that Shanks and his crew kind of are the reason for that. So yeah, Shanks and his crew ended up destroying something. Tote Musica. Tote Music. does that have something to do with Uta? Does that have something to do with Uta? Why do I feel like it has something to do with her? And because of this, I know this is filler, but because of this, hopefully this part ends up becoming canon too. They better tell us what happened, because I hate when One Piece does that. Like, I hate when they do that, when like some big news happens in the story and they don't tell us what happened. They just like say something went down and it ends up being a really big thing, but they don't tell us for like quite a while. So they better tell us in this filler. They better tell us what the hell Shanks and his crew ended up doing. And if they do, I doubt they might tell us what that Tote Musica is, but I'm thinking it has something to do with Uta. Oh, aren't these no wait, I don't think these are the mountain bandits from the Dawn's crew, right? Are these the mountain bandits that end up like messing with Shanks? Or are these, I don't know, I don't think these are the Dons. They don't seem, I don't know, maybe they, okay, I'm gonna say that these guys aren't part of the Don's crew. Oh, Beckman coming for the save. Ooh, Beckman is about to kick some ass right now. Beckman is going to kick these two asses. Oh, was that a sense of Conqueror's hockey that I felt? Was that like a little sense of Conqueror's hockey, or is it just saying like, or are they just showing that Beckman is just menacing looking? But I really love like how Shanks's crew, like how they take care of Luffy, you know, like I really love that about like Shanks's crew. You know, at such a young age, they still treat Luffy like he is part of their crew, or like he's part of like their family or whatever. But like I just really love how like everyone in Shanks' crew takes care of Luffy and they look out for him. Man, seeing like we know that like these other characters. So I think this guy, he's Lime Juice, right? I think this guy, I forgot some of their names. I know there's a member named Monster. I'm forgetting everyone's name, like the, I guess like commanders or officers of Shanks's crew. Like their names got revealed, and so it's nice seeing them when they were younger. Like you could see a couple of them. Like I said, I think this one's Lime Juice. This one might be Monster, or is it the monkey? I forget some of their names, but it's just really nice seeing Shanks's crew now that we know what their names are. And I'm just forgetting what their names were. Again, like his jokes are like making fun of Luffy for being a kid. Never gets old. Like the whole thing with like him giving Luffy juice. And he's like, see, you're still a kid. Adults don't drink juice. Oh, world government stuff. Oh wow, that's it. That's it that we get with the world government. So I wonder if this is going to be in Film Red. I feel like these first two episodes might end up actually being in Film Red. Because I think they're talking about they're going to go see Uta. So yeah, this might end up being like how Film Red starts. Wait, Elegia? Didn't they say that got destroyed? Did they say that got... Either it got destroyed and it's rebuilt, but that was the place that ended up getting destroyed, and that Shanks' crew was part of it. Oh, so what if that's where Uta, like that's where like they left Uta? They left her at Elegia. I think that's how you say it. Oh, the tone of this. They're making it seem like Uta is kind of, I guess, kind of the villain for the movie. Not like villain, but like she might be part of like a group, or like part of someone who is trying to do like villain things, and she's just a part of it without either she knows she's a part of it or she doesn't. I don't know if that made sense, but like what I'm trying to say is like, so since they're going to Elegia, right? That's the place that they were talking about in the newspaper and with Garp and Sengoku. You know, they're saying like Elegia was destroyed. like, and it was part of, and Shanks and his crew were the reasons behind it. But what if Elegia is the place where Uta ended up staying at? And what if Film Red takes place at that place called Elegia, right? And then at the last part, we have like the tone kind of shifted when, you know, when we last see Uta. So what if Film Red, so again, like I feel like this episode and the previous one, these are going to be in the movie in like some form, right? What if Uta is kind of the villain for the movie? Because the way they showed Uta last and like the music that was like behind it and everything, I don't know, it kind of gave me like a villainish vibe to it. You know, I don't know if it's just me, it gave me like a villainish vibe. And also we have Uta saying like, you know, from now on a world of everlasting peace will begin. But the music they used for in this moment didn't sound like music you would when you think of like peace. It seems like a music like when something bad is about to happen. So again, what if Uta is about to do something really bad, right? And either she knows that this is a bad thing, or she doesn't see it as a bad thing, but it actually is a bad thing and she just doesn't see it that way. So I think that's what Film Red, like what's going to happen in Film Red. Uta is kind of like going to be on the villain side, like on the villain side, and not realize that they're like her side is the villain side, or Uta is just kind of like she's going to be the big bad for Film Red. Hopefully that made sense to me, kind of, but hopefully that made sense enough to like y'all know what I'm talking about. But it would be a really interesting take to have Uta kind of be kind of like somewhat of the villain for Film Red. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be an interesting take. Like, and because remember, I think in the trailer, Luffy talks about like is telling Uta like, oh, if Shanks knew what you were doing, he would be upset. So yeah, what if Uta actually is going to be a villain for the movie? That would be a nice twist. And then Shanks comes in, tries to stop her, everything, because, you know, Shanks is going to be in Film Red. So, oh my gosh, that's going to be really interesting to see if Uta ends up actually becoming a villain for the movie. But again, these two filler episodes, they were pretty nice. Even though they were filler, they were pretty nice because especially for the fact that this is going to tie in. Well, I'm expecting this to tie into Film Red, you know, somehow, not with just Uta, but like, I don't know. I feel like the beginning of Film Red, it's going to involve these two filler episodes. So who knows? Maybe that might end up being the case. But again, not bad for these two filler episodes. Again, I've been saying this in like throughout this entire video, and I'm going to say it again. Uta needs to be an actual like canon character because, you know, I want to see her and Luffy, like, I want them to both to be in like, especially in the final parts of One Piece, you know, because they're both going to be changing the world. Uta's dreams to change the world. Luffy, obviously, he's going to end up most likely changing the world. So both of them wanting to change the world in different ways, I think it would be really nice to see in the actual story. But yeah, again, not bad for two filler episodes, but I pretty much got nothing else to say. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more anime reactions and more reactions in general, and even for my anime comic book discussion videos I have on the channel. So if you're into that, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, you know the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, see ya.